Welcome back to the Wondered Bliss podcast, and Happy New Year. My name's Kevin. I'm an artist, poet, and a recovering fool who's made damn near every mistake in my life. But I've learned a thing or two, and I want to offer what I can, help in the ways that I'm able to. And with that is my poetry. So I've been going through my books, page by page, talking about every topic, every problem, every pain and ache that may be still taunting you as well. And hopefully, at the end of it, may be able to find a little peace. Perhaps even a little bit of joy. That's the goal. That's the dream. So let's get at it. It's bright and early, the first day of the year. And I figured I can't start the new year without continuing to pursue a passion and dream. And nor should you. But this next poem here, it's hard exactly to say it's a poem. It's a short little page. It's page 144. It's called Sparked. And I'll read it here and we'll get into it. We are both dull, daft, computing sacks of ordered, balanced life. And the light inside that sets the thing aflame. And that there is, like I said, looking at it at face value, standing alone as a poem on the page, doesn't seem like it says a lot. Now, and I included it in the book because in the totality of the book, of all of my frustrations and issues and everything in between, that was actually a fairly important understanding and realization to have. It's the duality of life. I've talked about it many times on here, and I'll talk about it again, because it's so important to understand, to really integrate into your perception of the world, and better yet, even the ever-present moment that might be frustrating you, that might be wearing on you, tiring you out, is that it's both things. It is this dull, daft experience. It is full of pain. But it's also, there's that light inside of it that sets it all aflame. And I was particularly talking about the body. It's this very intricate system that we have here. It's very interesting. But if you think about it, the DNA structures, it's a code. It's a 4-bit code that is organizing and putting forward every movement and function of the body, cell by cell, piece by piece, and it is all working together in unison, and that is incredible. It is incredible. But it's this computing process. It's a biological computing process, but it's a computing process. And at the core of your person, your body, that's what you are. You're this biological computing thing. And it is this balanced thing. It must be balanced, otherwise it doesn't work. It's all the time trying to maintain homeostasis, maintaining all of its proper levels of sodium, sugar, neurotransmitters, everything, water, hydration, everything. But it's also, like I said, that light inside that sets the thing aflame. And some will call that your spirit, your soul. Maybe it's just the electric parts of you. I don't know. It's hard exactly to say what it is, because the idea of spirit and soul has so many connotations to it. So many different ideas of what that means to have a spirit and a soul. Personally, I believe it is the energy of life. At the root of all of this, it very much appears that this is energy vibrating at different frequencies. That I believe is the current scientific consensus. But it's all just energy. And it's been wrapped and bound in all the different modes and modalities to make everything happen, to become all of the physical matter and everything. But it is that energy that is you. It's this conscious thing. It's awareness. It's the thing that falls in love. You see? It's the thing that dreams. It's the thing that wants and wishes for more and for better. It's the thing that feels. And that is equally you and me and everyone. Life. It is this complex web of order. But it's also every creative urge, every passion and joy, every longing for something. And it's incredible. If you really give it the credit that it deserves, it is incredible. And you can hear, the cynicism of me that was coming through. I classify we are dull, daft computing sacks of ordered, balanced life. You can feel my cynicism that I had. And I was cynical. I was. But it was a huge turning point. And if you're anywhere in that same nihilistic bubble, just ever so slightly changing your tune can have drastic impacts on the quality of the life that you're experiencing. It really can. Realizing that you're also this, I love the way there's the light inside that sets the thing aflame. And the beauty of it, and maybe equal parts the frustration of it, is that you have to allow that light to burn. You can't smother it. You can't push it to the side and act as if it's not important, because then it will just, it may simmer forever, I don't know, but it won't build, it won't grow, you won't feel it with the fervor that it should and can be felt. But you have to allow it. If you're always snuffing it out, what do you expect? Do you think you're going to be happy? Do you think you're going to feel motivated? If you're trapped by your own cynicism, if you never allow yourself to feel happy or joyful, you never allow yourself to get lost in the wonder of the damn thing, how do you think you'll feel? And it's the truth, and people get upset by it. How you feel is largely determined by how you choose to feel. It's choice. How you choose to look at things. And that's why this duality topic, this understanding that I've talked about time and time again and will continue to talk about, is so important. I had been locked down by life, by the things that had hurt me and frustrated me and everything I had learned. I was trapped in this nihilistic bubble. And I never was allowing myself to be joyful, to be curious, to be hopeful. So all the time reinforcing and twisting this knife in my side about why I shouldn't appreciate life. And if you're there perpetually and consistently unhappy, I guarantee you're doing the same thing. You may not be conscious of the fact that you're doing it, but you're doing it. You are. There's no doubt about it. I'm sure there has been plenty that has hurt you, and there will be plenty more. But this duality, the back and forth, that is why life is good. Because there is frustrations, because there is the negative, the dark side, whatever you want to call it. It's what allows the positive and the light to exist in any meaningful way. That's the most important point and key. If everything was light, it's like staring into the sun. You'd be blinded. You can't see. If everything was dark, there is no light. You can't see. You're blinded. It is only between the two existing back and forth, working together, working off of each other, that any of this matters, that any of this can be, that you can realize and notice any of it, experience any of it. And that is the good in life. That's the positive. You have to know what is good in order to appreciate what is beautiful. You know what I mean? Is that making sense? You have to. And you will forever be reminded by it. Because if you weren't, and you didn't, why would you appreciate anything? You wouldn't even know what is worth it. And you can argue, yes, I would. I'm not dumb. Who do you think I am? But it's like you wouldn't. I wouldn't. How can you? That's the biggest thing. How could you? If you didn't have any context, how could you? But that's so important, especially heading into the new year, especially when you have all of these dreams, hopes, and wishes right here in the beginning. They will be trampled on by the dull, daft computing parts of life. All of the frustrations, all of the money worries, all of the time spent, you're going to be tired, you're going to be everything. You will. But that's what makes continuing down the path so much more worth it. Is that you will overcome these things. You will feel the pleasure of overcoming these things the further that you go. Your path will twist and wind and weave and lead you places you maybe never thought you would go. But there will be questions and curiosity and all kinds of experiences that you never thought or even imagined that you would enjoy. But you'll find yourself there. And it just becomes this even more complex web of the positive side than you could even imagine. And it's only gotten there through all of the ups and downs, through all of the difficulty that forces you to look differently, to challenge yourself in a new way. It's only gotten there through that. Maybe I'm making no sense. I hope I am. I'm tired. Got my coffee, but it's not kicking in yet. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And then maybe that's my whole point. Maybe that's... Whether or not you see the beauty in it, that doesn't matter. I'm having a good time. And that's what matters to me. I hope that you can find this in your days. I hope that you can understand this fact and apply it. Maybe not fight it so much. But if you're anything like me, you probably will. If it's your first time ever being confronted with the idea, you'll probably scoff at it. Oh, it's my choice to be happy. Fuck you. Look at all these things in my life. Look at all these reasons I have. Sure. You have them. You sure do. Are you going to let that steal from your ability to be happy? And don't get it confused with the idea of this like toxic positivity thing where you cast all the negative aside. No, the negative has to be there. You will feel it. It'll always be negative. It will always be frustrating. It will always be annoying. There will always be reasons to be upset. But there are also always reasons to be joyful. All of these things are also always growing you and developing you, teaching you, molding you. Some things will just hurt also. Feel that. Feel it. Heading into this new year, if there's any resolution to have, it's to feel all of your feelings fully. So often I think what traps people inside of their own misery and cynicism is the fact that they don't want to feel it. They don't want to be experiencing this misery. No one does. You can get comfortable in it in a weird way, but nobody does. But so much of that stems from your resistance to actually feeling it all. You'll feel some, and then you'll mask it with anger, or you'll mask it with some type of understanding about, I don't know, why life isn't worth anything. And you can find some kind of comfort, some weird comfort in this nihilistic point of view. And you can try to escape your feelings, but you won't. If there's anything to feel all of the way through, it is the things that hurt you, the things that bother you. Dive deeply into it. Set yourself aside a day, a weekend, a week, a month, however long it takes. If you can, break down. Start bawling your eyes out like a little kid. Throw a little tantrum to yourself if you must. Get your feelings out. Feel them. What is frustrating you? Why is it frustrating you? What is the problem that you're facing? Realize it. Stare it in the eyes until you see what it is. Until you can make clear exactly what your problems are. Feel it all. And then on the other side of that, and it will be uncomfortable, you'll see what it's doing. You'll see where it's pointing you. You'll start to realize the roadmap out of that situation and frustration. And as you start to walk that path, you'll start to find the joy. You'll start to find the reasons that all of this pain was actually good for you. How it has molded and adapted you. How you've changed for the better purely as a result of facing this darkness and these demons in your life. And it's amazing. It really is. Also, the journey's never over, so you'll climb this mountain, then there's another mountain. But that's okay. Because the more that you do it, the more you understand how capable you are, how much you can shoulder, and how if you continue to walk this path, you know again that on the other side of it, there will be peace, joy, and growth. And you just become more confident. You become more aware the more that you do it. But you have to go through it. You can't face it. You can't suppress it. Because if you do, you will smother that light. You will find every reason to not be happy, to not allow the most natural part of you, the wanting, the wishing, the dreaming, to exist. You'll hold yourself back from it. And then you'll find more and more reasons to continue to be upset. It's up to you. It is. It is up to you. It's frustrating, I know. But it's also, there's freedom in it. There's honor in it. There's glory at the other end. I faced my battles and I won. And you can. You will. It sounds like this platitude, like, oh, God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. And I used to fight that all the time. But it's true. You are never given more than you can handle. It's like, oh, but Kevin, what about the times you die? Well, yeah, that also happens. But you have the ability while you're here living to work with everything you've got, to play your cards. And you have the ability to win. And what is winning? I don't know. Peace, joy, hope. One step further. Is that not a win? I don't know. Of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But all right. That was a little rambling. That's okay. That is okay. I'm a little rambling. If you hung in all the way, thank you for being here. Thanks for coming and hanging out for a while. I'll be back. I'll keep recording. I'll keep writing and sharing more poetry. If you'd like, I'll have a little end cap thing that'll show you my website. But you can go to my website, wondertobliss.com. You can find my books. You can find merchandise. You can find all kinds of interesting things there. Pick yourself up a copy. Maybe it'll do something for you. Maybe it won't. But at least it'll be interesting. But all right. Have a happy new year. Peace.